Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I got a new workout program, talked about it in my last video. So we're gonna run through my new glute day. We are having to sub things a little bit just because we're trying out a new gym of one of my friends today, but I'm really excited. Let's get it. We're gonna do a little warm up. I feel like I get asked a lot about the waist trainer right now, so I'm gonna mention this really quickly. Currently, I'm wearing it mainly in the off season to brace correctly. Once I started wearing my waist trainer when I was doing my lower body days, I feel like my lower back takes a lot less of the load than it was before. So see a waist trainer more as like a belt that's all over. It's helping me to first help with core control. So this helps with eventually on stage because you are kind of like braced all the time, but it's also making sure that you're bracing correct. So I'm not just like only bracing in the front and then my lower back is taking the load like I feel like I was doing in the past. It makes it so I'm bracing kind of all the way around and bracing my lower back correctly. And it helps in bikini that way. I'm not obviously pushing with my lower back more than I have to and I'm growing my glutes a little bit more, but also helps with core control and working my kind of inner abs rather than my obliques. Mainly when it comes to bikini, we try not to overgrow our obliques. That way we don't have that kind of more chunkier waist. We do want our waist as slim as possible. So to do that, we kind of focus more on like inner ab rather than obliques. That's why we're wearing it, to not grow the obliques and to brace correctly. Gonna up some weight. I was talking with Sophie actually, I was texting with her before this, and I was talking about like just kind of sometimes getting very burnout and like overstimulated post-prep. So I've been trying to like get more guest passes, switch around gyms a little bit more. But that's why I'm really liking this gym. It's more of like, although not as big and not as like, I don't know, doesn't have as much variety of equipment, I feel like it has everything I need. And then at the same time, I'm less likely to get super overstimulated. Like there's less people, the music's not as loud. I just feel like I get very like anxious in training just because of how like, I don't know, crazy that the gym can feel with so many people. So I've been trying to like switch around the gyms that I'm using every once in a while, if I can. I'm really liking this gym a lot. I like that it's not, like I can take my time and I'm not feeling like I'm as like paying attention to what everybody else is doing around me, if that makes sense. But I don't know, I just get very overstimulated when I'm training. And I like to switch it up and have a gym that maybe is not as crazy sometimes. Oh my God. Just an in general tip, normally I'm warming up like 1 to 3 sets. So this one we're gonna do one more warm up, but really I'm trying to find what a good working weight is for me. If I have a set of like 8 to 10, and I feel like I can either get to the 10 pretty easily, and I could have done a couple more, I'll do the set again and I'll still consider it a warm up. I think what a lot of people, where they mess up is they have a rep scheme they hit, and once they hit those reps, they stop. What we're trying to do is keep form good, but also get as much as we can, mind-muscle connection and intensity-wise, out of that rep scheme. We don't want to make it easy on ourselves and just do an easy weight just because we're able to easily hit that rep scheme. Does that make sense? It should be hard to hit the rep scheme that you aim for. So I just get asked this a lot from clients. So if I say do a set of 8, if I can do 10 pretty hard, the next week I'll go up in weight. But if I could hit 12, do the set again and up the weight. Hopefully that gives you a little insight about how I like find my working weights. But mainly when I change up my workout program, like I just did, and I'm starting a new workout program, it usually takes me a couple sets to figure out what my new working weight is for this workout. So don't be scared like the first time you're changing up your workout, to take your time, try out some workouts, like try out some of the weights, see what works for you. And then I have kind of my like original weights today. Next week, I'll just try to beat that weight or beat the rep scheme. I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, one thing I have been trying to really work on, which I was talking to Martina about that this week, I feel like where your hips are, it's easy to kind of overextend your lower back, even with the back brace. What we were really talking about is tucking our hips under. So that's kind of what I've been imagining, is that my hips, you can't even see it, but we're tucked under. So just try to think about that. I feel like that's really what's getting my glute engagement recently, rather than my quads or my hamstrings taking over, is that like, rather than being like this, I'm like that. So I'm almost engaging my core a little bit more, but that's what's really allowing me to drive all the way up, rather than letting my lower back take over and having to overextend to get that glute activation. So little tip, tuck your hips under. I realized this weekend, I feel like I don't talk about these random things like I'm addicted to, or like to my YouTube and things like that. Why I use a caffeine-free pre-workout is because I'm drastically addicted to like White Monsters, but not the ones with like the caps, the one with like the screw, screw thing. And I didn't realize until this weekend, where I was like, I literally talk about it like 20 times a day. But yeah, I don't know, my dad drinks these like with the little screw on caps, and so I like them because it keeps its like bubbles. You know, like I can sip on it throughout the day and not drink it all at once and then not like lose its bubbles. Ow, man. Foot feature. Hashtag be elite. Let's get some form tips. Let me be helpful while I'm here. For kickbacks, I feel like this took a long time for me to actually work it up. First thing, although I might not feel like as much mind-muscle connection necessarily in this exercise versus like an abductor, I feel like this is where I start to actually like feel glute growth. I tend to be a lot more sore after having these in my workout. Form, of course, is the most important because you're not gonna feel like as insane necessarily of a pump on this workout because you're trying to work weight up and get it heavy to actually grow. So when I'm doing kickbacks, I'm not personally all the way over. I'm not also all the way up. I try to get like a really good brace with my hands, and I'm at a diagonal, like I'm slightly leaned over. You'll find like sometimes I lean over a little bit more, sometimes I come up a little bit more. I'm really just trying to find the foot placement every rep of like, how can I get the most out of this rep? So don't think of like, okay, Georgia does her form like this, I have to do mine like this. Our bodies kind of are built different in our insertion, so the goal is to get as much mind-muscle connection as we can. And then, so bracing, I'm a little bit leaned over. When I'm kicking back, I'm kicking straight back, and then my foot is going back at a 45-degree angle. So imagine my foot is going back, and I'm slightly turning my toe out. That is to kind of get that like outward squeeze. So foot straight, and when it's coming back, that foot is kind of going out a little bit, 45, 90 degrees, and that's helping me get a little bit more engagement on the outside and get a contraction more at the top rather than just throwing it back. Also, most important, I'm not trying to like throw it around. I am trying to contain the weight, and that means containing the weight on the way down too. So a lot of people I see, although they're kicking it up, they're letting it immediately drop. and it's coming right, like their knees coming right down towards their body, rather than keeping their leg and glute engaged and controlling on the way out. You're also seeing I'm not dropping the weight down. I'm keeping the intention in my glute the whole time. Bad set, bro. When somebody else has a show, you get like a crazy off meal too. That's just like how it works. So we went to, I also love going with big groups of people that are also bodybuilders because everyone just shares and then you get to try like the entire menu. So we basically ordered like every appetizer and all like split it. And then I got like a really nice steak. When I tend to go out for meals, I like to have the things I know are gonna digest well. So usually I'll get like a Caesar salad and then like potatoes with steak. You know, it's really good. But me and Parks are having our little date night off meal tonight, I think. And I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'm thinking, it has everything. It has burgers, like American food, and then it has like seafood, and it has like steak. But I had steak this weekend, I was saying. So I don't know what I'm gonna get this weekend. I'm thinking, like, they have a menu part of it that's like the low-cal, which I hate to like, you know what I mean? They have like a section that's like the more like 100, 600, under like 700 calorie stuff. So I might just get something that's a little bit chiller because we did go a little fun this weekend, having a lot of food. So I don't know, but me like deciding what my meal is before I go there. It's like 4 o'clock. We're getting dinner at like 7 p.m. I don't know. I feel like it's a bodybuilder thing. Do you think so, Kevin? We like look at the menu and decide what you're gonna eat right before, like way before you get there. I like stress out if I haven't decided what I'm gonna eat before I go. You won't find me at a Cheesecake Factory. No, I'm sorry. I just saw a TikTok about that the other day where bodybuilders were like always go to like fat, like big chains like that. No, I've been I would go to a Texas Roadhouse. I think anything that has good rolls, you will find me there again. Like there's something called, what is it called? The sweet, no. Is it Old Country Buffet? I won't go to a buffet. What is it called? Sweetwater. You know Sweetwater Tavern? They have like Aussie rolls up here in Northern Virginia. I would go there every off meal if I could, probably, just to have like a bucket of rolls. They used to be free, now it's $1 for every like basket of rolls. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. I want to riot. Okay. We're talking more about food this workout session than my workouts. You know I'm deep in the off season when I talk this much about food. I'm such a foodie, it's insane. Yeah, it's bad. We have 2 styles of kickbacks in this workout. This one he calls a multi-hip kickback. I've never heard anyone call it that, but I just call it machine kickback. So we're doing those and these. Brandon definitely, like he was on top of this. Like we just switched back to, I talked about this last video, but we were doing 4 times a week training up until today. So like let my health get back, fix my hormones, get my period back, everything like that. Everything is good. Blood work come back, good. So now we're upping the training again. He wrote this workout program that's a little bit more in tune with my judge feedback and exercises that I feel like really good engagement and growth from with my glutes. Something that we've like really talked about is you can do random exercises as much as you want, but you have to realize first what exercises work for you and compounds that you feel like you can get a good mind-muscle connection, you can get a good mental engagement with. Because some exercises just aren't it. And there's a better workout where you could get more growth from because you can really feel it intentionally. That's why we have 2 kickbacks, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, that's the like kind of that was the goal with this workout program. October is me and Parks' 5-year anniversary is the first weekend of October, and then October 8th through October 17th, me and my dad doing that like road trip in Spain. And then November, I have like almost every weekend I have a client competing, and then it's Christmas. It's literally basically 2025, like literally. It's literally 2025. Time has flown. So when I say like I'm competing like maybe end of 2025, I know I'm gonna blink and it's gonna be here. Cause I don't know. Mainly when the new year starts, I have so many people that are gonna start prep for like March or April. It's just gonna pick up really heavy. I don't know. I'm excited though. I get like time flies when you're having fun. And so when I have clients that are competing, like my brain is so locked into like excited about their shows that like a whole month will pass. And then it's like, I don't know where the month went. I'm talking too much today. Need to work out. Ugh. I feel like I love recording videos that like I like to see, and it's not that I watch through and listen the entire time to people's workout videos, but I always play them like in the background while I'm eating my pre-workout meal, and I feel like it gets me hyped for like my workout. So that's why hopefully I'll like the random like training videos, because I feel like they get me like excited and like hyped to workouts, even though they're like short and like, I don't know. I just like posting the ones that I like to see. And they range from like literally try-on hauls to like intense training workouts, but is what it is. Yeah. Okay. Oh my God. That's like my favorite exercise, 100%. It's like hyper extensions. They're so good. Whew. Christmas. I can't wait for Christmas. I love buying gifts for people. That's been so fun. That's like my favorite thing ever. Oh, okay. Little drop set. Just gonna sit down for a sec. Oh, it's a good workout though. This is like the first time I've done like a glute only workout. I have these twice a week now, which is insane. My glutes are going to skyrocket. But you can see our focus right now is more like upper glute for sure. Just to have, I feel like I have a lot of glute when I'm in my front pose, but my back pose not really. So we're trying to get like really center and upper glute development. So it's gonna take time, and obviously like my muscle connection with these exercises. So I'm really excited. If you're curious about any of my like next season plans in the year and everything like that, I talked about it at the end of the video right before this. So check that out. But thank you all for watching to the end if you watched this far. And I don't know, what should I comment down below? Comment down below that little like rock sign for Hustle Harder if you watched till the end. But because they're so kind here and letting me work out here, hopefully we'll be able to record a little bit more of our workouts, and see y'all next video.